Get ready for the most amazing off-road action you've ever seen, featuring a 2001 Isuzu Trooper. It's so extreme your head will explode. I hope you don't mind ticks and mosquitoes because they're gonna bother ya. Experience the most amazing river crossing you've ever seen with over 2 inches of water. You're gonna love it. You're gonna want to see it more. You're never gonna want to peel your eyes away. This is a 2001 Isuzu Trooper LS with 151,512 miles. Sushi on a hamburger. Karate baseball. Tokyo Pop Initial D dubs. These are Japanese-American combinations that definitely do not work well. This 2001 Isuzu Trooper, however? Well, now that's a different story. You see, General Motors and Isuzu have had a long history of working together, with a relationship that dates back to 1972. And since then, their joint venture has allowed for the creation of some truly unique and obscure vehicles. In other words, vehicles to which I am inexplicably drawn towards, like a gnat to a bug zapper. In this instance, we have before us a second-generation Isuzu Trooper. Produced from 1991 to 2002, it was rebadged and sold worldwide under a range of affiliated makes and model names, which are as follows. Yeah, I'm not going to read all of these. This example is a Trooper LS, equipped with a 3.5-liter dual overhead cam V6, which makes 215 horsepower and 230 pound-feet of torque. It has a curb weight of 4,500 pounds and a towing capacity of 5,000 pounds. Don't be fooled though, because this isn't your ordinary soccer mom SUV. Unless that is, soccer practice is at the top of a mountain in the desert during a blizzard. Isuzu claims that 27% of Trooper owners have gone off-road in their trucks, which is twice as many as the average SUV owner. But thanks to four-wheel drive and a respectable rally history, owners can feel confident over any terrain. It even won its class in the 1994 Paris-Dakar Rally. I'd like to see your friend's dad's ex-wife's Honda Pilot do that. I have something to confess. Okay, here it goes. I love dark green cars. There, I said it. Oh wow, that feels good to get off my chest. Now with that out in the open, you could imagine how envious I am of this dragon green mica paint. And can we pause for a second to appreciate that name? Dragon green mica. Yeah. Now that's how you name a paint color. The condition, however, leaves more to be desired. Spider webbing, flaking, loose weather stripping, scratches, and rust litter the body panels upon closer inspection. And it's thought that the lower body cladding was at one point gray, but has been sprayed to match the rest of the truck. There's no record of this work, but the noticeably textured and orange-peeled lower half indicates a respray of those areas. The wheels are next, showing off some curb rash as well as some oxidation. And an Isuzu center cap has run away. Generally speaking, most of these blemishes are virtually invisible from 20 feet away. And anyway, this car will be seeing a considerable increase in off-roading under new ownership, so it's probably best that the edges are a bit rough to begin with. Though one feature that may hinder some very specific off-road scenarios would be the folding mirrors. The right one has been replaced, and not only is it the wrong color, but it also has no power functionality. So if ever there's a tree branch on the right side of the trail, well, the car and its mirror might just part ways. Perhaps then it can be replaced with the correct part. Why visit a public sauna populated by leather-skinned, exposed seniors with their saggy, wet balls and wandering eyes when you can just sit in here on a hot day? After all, the climate control is stuck at maximum heat and maximum fan speed, completely unable to be turned off. In no time at all, you too will be able to enjoy a relaxing soak in your very own swamp-ass medley. During the short time of filming this Trooper, I even lost a miraculous 22 pounds. Take that, Diet pills. Alright, maybe I'm being a bit too harsh. Aside from this being a mobile sweat lodge, just about everything else works as it should. And it's comfortable and spacious to boot. Speaking of the boot, oh, look at me. The Britishness of that Jag I reviewed must have rubbed off. The cargo space in this Trooper is truly exceptional. Thanks to tall ceilings and dual folding rear seats, it boasts a cavernous luggage capacity of 90.2 cubic feet. Now, I know I tend to make outlandish comparisons of normal cars to six-figure supercars, but when I say that this Isuzu's interior is exactly like a Ferrari 458 Italia, I mean it. How else can you explain the horn buttons on the steering wheel? I rest my case, Your Honor. Built for the backcountry, these Troopers can really take a beating. Even still, after 150,000 miles, repairs are an inevitable part of life, like taxes or mosquito bites. Damn it. Unfortunately, after exchanging hands, the new owner received no history on the vehicle. But since its purchase less than a year ago, this Isuzu has still had numerous encounters with a mechanic. One of the first areas of intrigue were the tie rods and wheel bearings. A common necessity for an old truck that's likely had intimate run-ins with rocks and holes on dirt roads. What's more, the differential had a new pinion seal installed to stop a pesky piddle problem. And finally, the muffler was replaced after deciding it was sick and tired of being silenced for so long. But like many outbursts in life, it was short-lived and silenced by someone with money. Now, even though these are the only major repairs under current ownership, it's highly likely that the previous owners bore the brunt of the repair work. It turns out, these second-gen Troopers are prone to a handful of potentially catastrophic and expensive issues, mainly pertaining to the powertrain. Remember how I mentioned GM's close relation with Isuzu? Well, some could say they're the weakest link. You see, the automatic transmission is a General Motors supplied unit, designated the 4L30E. And they don't have the best reputation. Like your recently divorced middle school teacher, it's likely to break down if asked too much. There are reports of the 4L30 failing as soon as 36,000 miles, so it's quite possible that this one has been replaced already. As it stands, the reverse gear sometimes refuses to engage. Whispering sweet nothings into the gear shift for encouragement only occasionally helps. As for the engine, that's an Isuzu unit, but it still suffers a notorious reputation, with oil leaks and oil consumption being a common nuisance. And on rare occasions, like an Olympic javelin athlete, the engine will throw a rod in spectacular fashion, only nobody will be cheering. But is all this a risk willing to take if it means owning one of the most unassuming and obscure off-roaders on the market? Well, that's for you to decide. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the next mile.